Experience tranquility.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sunday feature match for Week 1. Looking at Renovatio taking on Season 2 champion Otaku. I'm Ski-Free Yeti. Joining me today is Thuggington. Thuggington, how's it going?
It is very good. Very happy to be back in the caster seat with you, Yeti. I missed you, man. I missed you.
It's been a while. It's
like
you've been busy. What's going on?
I see. Well, just got to do a little singing, a little dancing, a little two-step and see what happens.
And that's actually true. That's exactly what you are doing.
That's literally what I'm doing. Yeah,
exactly. Lots of dancing. So, Okay. All right. So teams are both itching to go here. We're a little late on the start time, so we're going to get this show on the road here. First and foremost, Thug, obviously we're looking at Otaku coming in, starting off. This is their first match of the season, and their first match really since their Season 2 championship. Obviously some significant changes to this team.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's a different Otaku than we're used to seeing. There's only 3 returning members from last season, a bunch of new faces, one of them being a former Meteors star, Dally. So it's good to see him pick up another team. yeah, I'm really excited to see what both these teams are going to bring to the table tonight.
Now, I have to say that I think a lot of people look at Otaku and the changes they made, and I think there's a lot of concern. And I think some of that is probably valid. Obviously, a lot of people, I think the biggest absence when we're looking at Otaku is obviously Smugs.
Correct.
Season 2 MVP Smugs, now with Tough Luck. Of course, that's a significant loss there. There's no question about that. But taking a look at the roster as well, another name that stands out to me is Flufflepuffs being gone as well. And
Correct.
I know you're a big supports guy,
Yep.
so I have a feeling that you have strong opinions about the missing Fluffle's got to be hurting that team as well.
Yeah, I think so. Hybrid plays a really, really awesome Ana. I think we saw that last season as well into the finals, through the playoffs. Hybrid's a fantastic Ana, but Flufflepuffs was really kind of the glue that held that support line together. He flexed a lot more. He played a really, really great Lucio. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens. When they have who's in there? Rain and Key Limes, I think, are their two other support players. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep a close eye on this match and see what they can bring.
That's right. And looks like we're having some technical issues for Renovatio right now as they're kind of getting going here. Now let's take a look at the other team. Now Renovatio has obviously come in. There's a lot of hype behind this team. Looking at the roster, they have a lot of talent on there, a lot of very experienced players. Several of them have either been in Masters or are now in Masters. When you look at that team, what stands out to you in particular?
DPS line. You look at the way that roster is constructed. They have a really high-end DPS line. Again, several high diamonds. They have some Masters players, but yeah, we'll see. A lot of times with the SR, it can be skewed a little bit depending on how they play, and how they play into a team setting is going to be kind of the key for. I'm keeping my eye on Disrespected. He's been somebody that's been in or Bread Boy, if you will, for your eyes, those at home. But he's been somebody that's sitting in the free agents for a while, sat there for, I would say a month and a half, and then got picked up by Renovatio. So I'm kind of excited to see what he can bring.
Okay, and it looks like right now they have a person who's dealing with some internet troubles. They're saying about 5 minutes here. I'm trying to get some answers right now from Cream regarding that. Now, obviously, when you look at Renovatio, we're also looking at their affiliate team.
Correct.
Bringing up another team here, Carol's Pandas. They've obviously made an impact as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what Cream brings to the table with this Discord tier team. Careless Pandas is obviously a very strong Harmony team. You see, they've been featured a couple times. They bring a lot of fire. They bring a lot of. They play a lot together. As you can tell, they're very coordinated. They have a lot of synergy. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm expecting the same from Renovatio. I'm expecting them to have the same kind of synergy. I think the structure is there for an organization. So I'm kind of excited to see what Cream did with their Discord tier team.
And it looks like right now they're working through these troubles here. For those of you who aren't fully aware, though, after this match, we do have 3 straight days of Tranquility content for you on the official channel here for the Overwatch Tranquility community. Coming at you tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Time is the Iris podcast. Following that on Tuesday, we have another match for Vitamin C in the feature slot. Seem to be enjoying that a lot these days.
Yes.
Vitamin C will be taking on Careless Pandas, a rematch of the Harmony tier finals, and I think Vitamin C might be a little bit more prepared here.
Yeah, I would agree with you that one. Vitamin C's is got a little more time with it, but I'm excited for the rematch, dude. Rematches are always fun. They're always spicy. It's hard to beat a team twice in any sport, especially esports. So be excited to see them on Tuesday.
Absolutely. And obviously, I think Careless Pandas have definitely built up a lot of hype about themselves, but we have enough time to talk about the Harmony tier next week. We actually have 2 Harmony tier features coming at you next week. Yes. It looks like this person is coming online right now, so we're going to let them come on. Another Harmony tier feature next Sunday, for those of you who aren't aware, is Spare Change taking on Undead Battery. 2 new teams, a couple familiar faces on both teams, both kind of looking to make an impact after starting off with a loss, both at 0-1 records. Any thoughts going into that match in particular?
No, I think what we see with Spare Change and with Undead Battery is a couple teams looking to refine their footing. I'm excited for that one to see kind of where they go. But yeah, they're going to get a win. Either team's going to get a win. That's exciting.
All right. It looks like the person who has internet problems is still working on getting back up. They're going to bring in Bread Boy, and just now verifying that Otaku is ready. Everybody is ready. We're finally ready to get this show on the road. Lijiang Tower coming at you. Renovatio versus Otaku. Lots of excitement for this matchup for sure. Speaking of excitement for matchups, Washington Justice beating the Vancouver Titans 4-0 earlier today. In Overwatch.
What is this stage?
What is going on with this world we're in, guys?
What is happening?
Suddenly Corey goes absolute godlike on everyone with his Hanzo. And so Corey for Overwatch World Cup. Just saying. Not going to lie.
Throw the hashtag in there. We'll see what happens.
Now, Lijiang's been seeing a lot of play. Obviously, it's a lot going on. We saw it quite a bit, actually, in the preseason tournament, and now obviously week 1 here. Any thoughts on Lijiang? What do you? I mean, obviously, all 3 maps really bring 3 different approaches.
Correct. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what both teams do. I wouldn't be surprised to see Yojak pop out in his patented Winston. He was known for it last season. There's a lot you can do, a lot of ball comps you can play with this one, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right, last moments here. We're going to go ahead and get final predictions on how you think this is going to shake out. 4 maps to decide a champion or a winner here. Who do you think?
3-1 Renovatio.
3-1 Renovatio. I am going to also go with exactly the same. I'm going to think 3-1 Renovatio here. Yeah, look at us here, guys. Look at us. We're back. The Dadcast is back. Let's get this show on the road, guys.
Let's
Enough
do it,
about
babe.
us. All right. Both teams jockeying for position, going over the bridge initially here. Farah raining down some fire onto Otaku. Both teams right now jockeying for the point, getting some early poke in. DC does get rain on an early kill. That's going to severely hamper Otaku, losing the main source of healing. Without a doubt, Yojak dips low, tries to get out, and is taken down by diving Cream and Bread Boy. Bread Boy does get taken out by Key Limes, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Oh, slowly but surely, it looks like DC is doing a ton of damage right now. Pyro did take out Cream, and Wa takes out Chups. It's actually starting to turn a little bit for Otaku here. They have 3 on the point. It's looking like they might be able to turn this around, and we do have Rain is back. Slowly but surely, yeah, it does look like Otaku is going to be able to turn this one around.
Really great job turning that fight around and flipping it. That was no fight they should have won, but good job keeping their heads on straight.
Absolutely not.
Taking down Bread Boy right away was a good start, and that was kind of the first domino to fall.
Pyro did a great job there, got a pulse bomb, and used it to finish off Cream, and that pretty much made that fight for them. So Otaku takes for Bread Boy because of the clutch pick on Key Limes. We're looking to see some early aggression here from Renovatio, looking to take advantage of that early kill onto their healer. See the Diva Bomb coming in. Able to shield it off right now. Cream continuing to tickle in the front door there. Wad does actually get Chups demeched, and from there it just starts falling apart actually for Renovatio. Otaku is continuing to take hold here.
Yeah, really late Valkyrie on the end there by Valentine. I'm not 100% sure. They're probably going to want that one back, but Dad looks like they have the EMP coming up here, and really it's going to be a...
Wa is looking really strong right now. Look at a triple kill there. That was very strong from Wa. Right now we see Dally with that EMP. That is a huge ult here that could make really bring this one to last fight territory, depending on how successful he is with it. We'll watch him jockeying for position here, looking for an opportunity to get that EMP. Dives right in onto the bridge, takes a big EMP, takes down 4, and Otaku just immediately sweeps him up. Really quick fight. DC's trying to take out Pyro. Really last bit of effort there. Nothing doing for Renovatio. They got to pull something together here. They are looking pretty rough right now, would you say?
Yeah, really smart play by Yojak there. The EMP came in, he dove to the backline, dropped his bubble to cut that Ana off from getting any healing onto their team. Really smart play by him.
Oh, Yojak's looking strong. We knew his monkey was good. And there's Diva Bomb coming in from Chups, looking for a big play. The sound barrier completely mitigates that. Pyro is dipping very low, trying to dive in, and Yojak does pop that primal, taking out DC. We see the Transcendence coming in from Bread Boy, trying to draw this thing out for Renovatio, looking for any sort of life they could possibly get here, as Wa pops another Diva Bomb, catches nothing, but the damage appears to be done already. Pyro is absolutely doing work on that Tracer in this map, and Wa as well, looking very strong on that Diva Bomb coming in. Nothing doing there for Chups. Just a dominant performance by Otaku on this map.
Absolutely. That was a good, nice clinic by Yojak there. He was getting in the back line uncontested. There's not a lot they were doing for him. He was able to cut off the back line from the front line there almost every team fight.
completely dominant performance there by Otaku. I think maybe the talk's got them a little. So the talk of their demise maybe has them a little bit fired up here. I'd have to say.
I think so. Maybe that's Castro's curse there.
Yeah, maybe we're doing it to him. Maybe we're doing it to Renovatio. Maybe we assume too much, or maybe we're making too quick of a judgment after one map.
That's what we talked about before. Is SR is going to say one thing, but coordinated team of play is going to be a lot different. Otaku looks very strong. Looks like their target focus is really solid as well.
And the coordination and really the tank play from Yojak looked outstanding there. But obviously Pyro came up big on that tracer, and he's staying on that tracer here. No comp change from Otaku. Renovatio changing things up just a little bit here. They went with a Rhine Diva, which is an atypical comp. It looks like actually they're running Somber Goats, and I'm just blind. So
yeah, we haven't seen it in a while. We're used to seeing 2-2-2.
It's been a while, guys. It's really been a while. Somber Goats takes the point initially. DC does take out Key Limes, and that's gonna. It looks like Otaku is still trying to tickle away here at the front door. Yojak's trying to. Oh, Pyro is taken down. I would not be surprised to see some changes here from Otaku.
Yeah, they may have to.
So kind of an atraditional Somber Goats. Instead of seeing the Zarya, we are seeing that Diva. I'm assuming helping to be able to handle things like that Tracer and help peel for the backline a little bit. We do see a change coming in from Otaku. They are going to the Wrecking Ball, as well as the
Pharaoh there,
as well as the Pharmacy, which is a really smart play here. As long as they can, it's a good thing they have that Diva. Actually, now they should be able to handle that Pharah without.
It's a really early rally. I'm not 100% sure though. The timing on that one.
Yojak does dive in deep and gets hacked out right away. Not the most ideal situation. Shatter coming in from Cream, catches a few.
There's the EMP.
EMP comes in from DC, takes out several, but looks like Otaku is stabilizing currently.
Yeah, not a lot of fallout. The EMP came through, but the team was split up, not really ready. They're kind of on their back foot, waiting for Otaku to push in. But
and Cream is taken down there. It looks like right now Otaku is about to backcap the point here with Yojak sitting on it, and he does take it. Does pull the entirety of Renovatio back to the point. Big mishap there. Yojak is on point, and unfortunately his corpse is now on point. Nothing else really doing. They do pop Sound Barrier though. An aggressive push here from Renovatio, trying to take advantage. And the EMP with the bomb takes out two. Wow, an impressive play there from Otaku.
That was calculated there.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're gonna want that nano back.
Oh, they definitely are.
Valentine Nano Cream as he was flying right off the map.
That's not a good situation there for Renovatio. They are up in the percentage point, but that's a big ult to lose here. They do still have ult advantage, however, here. Very
ballsy play by Otaku. When they popped the beat, I thought it was wasted, and then when they threw the EMP bomb in there, never mind, it's 100% calculated.
Yeah, you gotta. I definitely was a very interesting play. It worked out at the time. We see the EMP bomb coming in as well, not hitting anything, but Cream did take out Yojak, and it should just be a matter of time here. Renovatio is still looking for those kills. Renovatio putting on a Somber Goats clinic here.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job with it. They're calming down. They're finding their pacing right now. Let's see if they can use these angles to fend off Pyro and that barrage he's got coming up.
Let's see, Pyro with that barrage here. Rain also has that Valkyrie. Breadboy does come in here with the Sound Barrier though, and they are already on the point. Yojak already touching that point, trying to draw the attention of Renovatio, and he does. But Forsaken does get key limes. That's a huge kill. That should slow down Otaku significantly. No, Yojak goes in with the mines. Correct me there. I am definitely wrong. Interesting. A lot still going on, but Forsaken, the Brigida, coming up big with 3 kills there.
Cream is dropping dangerously low.
And yet, Renovatio's point presence still remains. Looks like Yojak is going to try to get out, but he cannot. DC chases him down. It's a big play there for DC's Renovatio is trying to extend this one. Oh, and the late sleep onto Diva, who's due to take a nap outside the point. We see the EMP come in from Dally, connects with almost the entirety of Renovatio, but there's no follow-up.
Too little, too late.
And Otaku is going to fall on this map here. It looks like we will take this one over to point 3. We're going to take this one to the control center. And I think, given the GOATS synergy we were seeing here from Otaku, you got to think they're in a good spot there.
Yeah, that was an interesting map for Otaku. Good switch over to the Hammond, but great job, I would say, by DC for singling him out. As soon as Yojak was getting to the back line, he was instantly hacked and then focused down, really able to kind of mitigate the damage he was going to do.
And right now we're watching closely here as both teams prepare to pick with, and it looks like we're seeing a Rhine Zarya with the Hanzo and McCree coming out from Otaku, and it looks like we get some May goats, some frozen goats.
Some frozen goats.
Now, obviously, for those who've been paying attention to Overwatch League, we are seeing May kind of breaking into the meta right now. And I, for one, am very happy about that because
you're a May guy. I know you are.
May is May. We've already. Both teams jockeying for the server area here. Renovatio does rotate around. Both teams right now are just working on the shield. We see a wall come in, wall off most of Otaku. Not able to really just capitalize on that and go in on Yojak. Big purple onto Yojak, taken very low, but so is Forsaken as well. Cream dives in extremely deep, and it looks like he might pay for it with his life here. No, he does not. They do not capitalize as most of Otaku is brought low, and Renovatio takes first point.
Great healing by Valentine there. If you look, Valentine pumped a lot of healing into Cream. She ends up going down right there anyways, but already at Nano.
Cream really came up big, or Cream with a really aggressive, perhaps reckless charge, and they're still they managed to take him out, or they did not manage to take him out somehow. But right now, we do see Otaku is whittling away here at Renovatio, and Renovatio does fall. They do get about 23% point progress, which is a strong start.
Fairly admirable. That early May walls allowed them to cap the point originally. Now we'll just kind of see what Renovatio is going to do to engage here.
No comp changes coming in from either side at this point. Looks like they're going to still rock that May. Ult advantage is definitely in favor of Otaku currently. They look to be getting up to about 5, maybe 6 ults here by the time this fight really kicks in. So definitely Otaku. We'll see how they manage to use those. I imagine we'll see Dally on that high noon here is going to be a big piece of it, but they're not going to need anything.
No, big picks by Pyro, though. Pyro is phenomenal.
Impressive play by Pyros thus far today. He's looking very strong. We saw that Tracer coming up huge on Garden, and again, this Hanzo looks very strong here on Control Center.
Yeah, we'll see here. We got a 6-stack coming out for Otaku right now. We may see a Grav Dragons. If they can get Bread Boy, isolate him, mitigate that beat, it could be big.
Otaku doing a really good job of trying to set up a crossfire here. We see the Dragon come through as well as the Pyro. The big Grav Dragon capitalizes. It takes out 4, completely negating that Blizzard as well. We actually saw 4 ults come in from Renovatio to the 2 from Otaku, and the team that comes out on top is Otaku.
Really great job. They knew exactly what they wanted to do there. The beat even came out, but it didn't matter. They were able to pump enough damage through them.
Renovatio definitely got some nerves going here. That's a unfortunate, maybe reckless play from them, using 4 ults into that. Gotta assume that wasn't what they wanted to do. Right now, they only have Valentine's ult, or with the Nano here. High noon coming from Dally, doesn't connect with anything, but Wad does take out Cream. They have no Reinhardt on the side of Renovatio. They're in last fight territory here, and Otaku looking to take first map. See lots of damage coming in, and another Dragon coming in from Pyro. The sound barrier as well from Key Limes. Pyro takes out Valentine. They don't have a whole lot going for Renovatio right now. It looks like Otaku is going to take first map.
Yeah, Otaku is really putting on a clinic here. Their ult economy has been phenomenal.
Looks like it's all over but the crying here for Renovatio, and unfortunately there's no revival coming for them here. Otaku taking map 1. Lijiang Tower. Oh, spoke too soon.
Trickle points at this point.
Spoke too soon. And Otaku is taking map 1. All right, there we go.
Solid win by Otaku there. Goats or no goats, they ain't afraid of it. Really great job.
So yeah, great work there from Otaku, really handling that GOATS comp. There's kind of a reason why we were seeing it go away even before 222 was a thing. Pyro, great play from Pyro here in general. Not just, obviously, Grav Dragon, you know, I mean, a lot of work done there, obviously. But hey, at the same time, he charged up a dragon basically every fight, it seems. So
yeah,
Pyro was incredible.
I noticed that after that team wipe was there, he's already sitting at 86%, and you can see on the scorecard on the cards right there, doing about 13k damage. 29% of the team's damage is phenomenal.
So right now we're going to be coming up here to map 2, and map 2, for those of you who aren't aware, is Paris. And Paris, obviously, I would say is maybe not a well-liked map. I think that's a fair thing to say.
I think hated is the correct term.
Hated is a good word for that. Yeah. I would agree with that. So we're going to be getting in some subs here for Renovatio. It looks like Vela is going to be coming in for DC, and it looks like Vela is actually not in the map right now. But we're working on getting that here.
There's Vela.
There we go. So when we're looking here, what changes do you want to see coming out for Renovatio? What are you noticing that they seem to be struggling with right now?
Pyro. One word, pyro. I feel like, and this is not an overstatement. This is just going to sound. Otaku last season, Smugs was the key. Smugs was kind of that pivot point. Over one map, and now this is a small sample size. Pyro's that same person. So what a Renovatio needs to do is isolate him, counter him the best that they can, and I think things will fall into place.
All right, we're working on getting the subs ready for Otaku here. Do you think Otaku needs to make any significant changes here?
No, I don't think so. I would just rinse, repeat. They seem to hit all the points they're looking for. They hit their combos really well. They knew exactly what they were doing. If I was sitting there, I could probably hear Yojak right now. Comms were phenomenal. You can just tell by the way the team jumped on the other team, the way that they executed their plan. So great job, Otaku. Yeah, solid. Their comms must have been solid.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Otaku definitely showed up here again. And again, obviously, we can joke about, SR is just a number, but, coming into this, you have to look at Otaku. They were definitely an underdog. The team SR lock-in was 2,900. There's some serious questions there, without a doubt, but they came here and they showed up in a big way so far. So we'll take a look at the next map here, which is Paris. We're getting this thing going now. So Paris obviously met with a lot of contention. What do you typically like to run here on, especially for first point?
I like to run. What I do is hit escape and then leave game.
Yes.
No, but in the first point's a really classic bunker for defense. It's a classic bunker point. You have a lot of options when you're coming in for attack. I've seen a lot of really fun Symmetra play. You see a lot of dive. Utilize that blue roof to the right there. Yeah, there's a lot of options you can do. It's just a really strong bunker defense. So as long as you can find a way around it creatively, you can have some success.
Okay, and right now it looks like there was an error in the score, but it looks like actually that's been since fixed. Just so if anybody's still seeing that for some reason, or if I'm just talking out of my butt, I apologize, everyone. So teams are getting ready to go here. Otaku is starting off here on the attack, and looks like defense coming out from Renovatio. We're going to see the bunker here.
Yeah, looks like it. A Tor bunker.
Which is perfectly reasonable and fine. It's not a Bastion bunker. That's really all I care about. So
we'll see if Dally is debating us. He has a Symmetra play right now. It could just be a fun little prank. We'll see.
They're working on getting it done right now here, so bear with us for just a moment here, guys. I know the score is a little scuffed there. It's actually been fixed now, so apologies for the technical error. We're working through some of that right now, guys. Hey, it's our first feature match. Everybody
relax.
Just everybody relax. Jeez, guys. Jeez, everybody's so uppity up in here. All right.
Dally sticking on the Symmetra.
All right. So here, let's move on. Dally is sticking on the sim, and I love it.
If you look, they didn't see.
Oh, they didn't see it at all.
They didn't at all.
It's a cute little cheeky play there from Otaku, setting up lots of turret damage coming in onto Renovatio as well. Oh, but Forsaken does take down Pyro. It's a big chunk of damage. But is it going to matter? They haven't put a point presence on. They just finally got there with Breadboy, but nobody else.
Really? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That is a huge miscommunication. If you notice it right away, is it Chups? Chups showed up late to the party. Very, very late to the party. I'm assuming that's how they noticed that the Orisa wasn't there. They quickly threw up the TP, got around it before they even had a chance to set up their Orisa shield.
A brutal start there for Renovatio. They got to get this one rebounding here. Otaku just able to dominate the point here. They're looking to set up, and they already have a Symmetra wall. They could just take this one incredibly fast. They rotate around. They've taken the high ground away as well. The Symmetra wall comes in. They have the point, and they're slowly whittling down Renovatio. Otaku looks like they might take this one with 5 minutes on the clock or more. But Bob does come in for Breadboy. Bob is going to buy them a little bit of time. Bob is taken down. Otaku right now is just absolutely in control. Shup's trying to get on the map. He barely gets on in time, but there comes the dragon.
Oh my gosh.
A dominant performance from Otaku. That was insane. I don't even have words.
That started with Chup showing up late. He showed up late to the party. If you notice that the Symmetra teleporter was up before his shield was even down the first time. They have what Renovatio used to do is relax. They need to take a breath. They need to collect themselves, because I can tell right now they are not feeling it. There's a little little miscoordinated. It's strange.
Oh, just a brutal start for Renovatio. They need to rebound now. This match has heavy momentum for Otaku. That's got to be such a momentum, or just an absolute draining map there for Renovatio. They have to rebound right now. You got to figure Cream's got to get his boys in line.
Yeah, Cream is definitely got to right the ship here, or else this is going to be a 4-0 Otaku.
Oh, it's not looking good right now for Renovatio. A lot of hype in for them as well, and it's just unfortunate that they're not looking very strong here. But obviously, it's still early. Reverse sweeps are possible, even if Renovatio can't really clutch out a strong point here. We're seeing the comps kind of get selected out here, and Otaku is going. It looks like with that, they're going with the ice fishing comp with a Torb. I like that.
I think it's smart. They know they ran into the Sombra a couple times. Torb does a really nice job. You put that turret someplace near the back, or someplace that's not going to get a lot of issues, and you can save a lot of the hacks. But I don't want to discount Otaku at all here. They have very planned strats right now. They know exactly what they want to do and when they want to do it. So kudos to them for having a game plan and executing it. Exactly.
Right now, we do see the dive comp coming in from Otaku with the Pharmacy and the Sombra. Again, bread and butter for I'm sorry, that's on Cream, and that's on Renovatio. I am a scuffed caster today. I apologize, folks. All right, Renovatio coming in with a dive comp, but the hook onto Cream. Cream is taken down. We did see Bread Boy get a little bit of that EMP charge up, but not really enough to get much done. But Vela gets the res onto Cream, so this push is not over yet. Cream does look to dive in, putting a lot of damage into Otaku right now. Lots of damage pouring in. Not any kills, though, yet. Pyro is taken down, actually, by Forsaken here as I speak. But it looks like Otaku is starting to settle in a little bit. Big hook there. Does not catch anything. They're kind of sitting down here inside that coffee shop. They are able to get out. Looks like Renovatio is going to do a full.
Does a really smart job. You notice when Cream dove into the team, Pyro put up a really well-timed time-up wall to cut off the Ana healing. So smart play by Pyro once again.
Pyro comes in now on the Widowmaker, definitely looking to counter that Pharmacy. Shups is taken extremely low and out of mech. Bread Boy is taken out by Pyro. Pyro coming up big here now. We're going to see Pyro on that Widowmaker, and Widowmaker takes out Forsaken as well. Cream does get Dally, but 3 kills now for Otaku with Key Limes finishing off Valentine. We do see an ult come in from Yojak at the very end here. Maybe unnecessary, maybe kind of a win more, but win more is still a win.
I think it was a smart play. You're down a main healer at that point. Had to get you keep the point. They didn't even get a tick, and they know they have three ults coming up again. So
Dally working his way back to point. Bread Boy does take out Pyro. That's a big kill. Hopefully for Renovatio, they can capitalize on it. They're gonna have 6 ults here. They're definitely looking to take the point here, hopefully with minimal ult usage.
Look for an EMP bomb here, an EMP.
Great hook from Panda, completely negating that combo, but the EMP still hits.
That was phenomenal play, but looks like the kills are all coming in for Renovatio here.
Oh, the caster is choking on his own, choking right now. I can't help it. I don't know what's going on, but Otaku is falling. Renovatio not choking on this push. And Forsaken gets 2 with that barrage. Pyro trying to put up a fight from the high ground, but there's just too much Renovatio. And
Forsaken putting a lot of damage in there.
Absolutely. Forsaken looking strong there, taken out. And, I will say this. They got that first point, which is good. But look at the time bank. They're already almost a minute and a half behind.
Without even stepping foot into the second point here. Already that far behind.
That's a brutal situation for a Renovatio. They're trying to move on here, see what they can get this, or see if they can get this thing kind of settled back in and get this ball back in their court a little bit. Cream right now looking for a dive. Does take the dive, but he's knocked back almost immediately. The control of the high ground has been really good from Otaku.
Correct.
Right now, we do see the lamp coming on the point. Valentine taken out, but Cream does get Dally with that ult. Cream is going berserk in the high ground right there, but Pyro! Pyro is going equally berserk with his bow and arrow, taking out 3.
Gosh.
Pyro looks incredible play from Pyro.
Absolutely. He switched over to the Hanzo there, showing why his Hanzo last one. Dally switched over to the key, and Pyro's already sitting on a dragon.
Pyro's this is the Pyro show right now, but Forsaken takes out Key Limes. That's a huge kill right there. They got to capitalize almost immediately here and start getting some more kills. Breadboy looking for more damage, trying to pump some more into Pyro, but Pyro is able to avoid it. Forsaken takes out Dally, though. That's a big kill there. Starting to stagger out Otaku a little bit. We see the EMP come in, doesn't connect with much of the team, but Breadboy does get Panda. Breadboy is taken out by Pyro. Multiple kills coming in here for Cream and Renovatio taking out 4 now. It looks like Renovatio finally able to settle in here, and it looks like they are going to take this point as Dally comes in. Last-ditch effort trying to hold this one. Panda's trying to sneak on, but the bear is too slow, and Renovatio takes point 2. We head to overtime rounds.
You know, not as quick, but that's not a time to scoff at. No. Like I said, I think the Otaku's success in the first one had a little bit to do with someone showing up late to the party, but a 3-minute time differential is massive.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I have to say, I mean, 2 minutes 30 seconds for a take. Honestly, that's normally a really good job.
Comparatively, though,
I would be pretty happy with that. Like that's decent. That's like what, 2 or 3 team wipes on 2 CP. Heck yeah, I'll take that. Big. I'll take that any day. Unfortunately, we just witnessed was basically a record time from Otaku. So yeah, Renovatio in a tough spot here. They're going to need a I think they have to get both points here. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, they're going to have to take both points here. And you can see Pyro starting off on McCree. They're expecting Forsaken on the fair again. Well, I mean, it's smart because he's sitting there on it. So
I have to say, I've been absolutely amazed by what we're seeing here from Otaku. They looked incredible. The play, obviously Pyro has looked great, but Panda on that Roadhog has been outstanding. We've seen them control. They completely mitigated a Diva Bomb. They also have been really putting on a ton of damage on that Roadhog as well. We saw that Roadhog come up huge in the championship, if you'll recall, last season as well. So Panda picking up where he left off.
Panda showing up, doing work. Really, really solid job. The main tank off tank duel between him and Yojak is practiced, and you can tell.
Breadboy putting some damage into Pyro here. Pyro taken very low, but Panda gets Cream. And it looks like this dive is already over. Breadboy is taken out as well. He does get about 40% to his EMP, but that's about it coming from this push for Renovatio. A lot more ult charge going to Otaku.
Yeah, that was a poorly timed dive there. Let's see if they can get up there. I think honestly you're gonna have to see if you can get someone off the high ground there and dive onto them. Diving into that's just it's a recipe for disaster right now.
Right now, Otaku is doing an excellent job of countering this dive, even really before it gets going. Breadboy jockeying for another, looking for another EMP, or trying to get more.
Huge hook by Panda again.
Panda coming up massive on that Roadhog right now. Cream does head to the point. They're trying to rotate over, but Pyro takes out Cream. And it looks like, again, Renovatio is going to need to reset one more time. Ooh, high noon from Pyro, maybe not necessary, but it gets the job done, taking out Breadboy. But Pyro does get taken out himself by Forsaken. That's actually pretty significant here if Renovatio can get reset.
Yeah, if they can get reset and get a push in there while Pyro's coming back to the point, they should be able to maybe get a tick at least.
Absolutely. So Renovatio needs to capitalize right now on the fact that they are down a man for Otaku. EMP coming in for Breadboy. He's already taken out Key Limes as well. Good follow-up there from Breadboy's own, but he got hooked immediately by Panda. Panda, again, coming up big on that Roadhog, takes out Breadboy, but Vela does get the res onto Breadboy. It looks like Renovatio is going to be able to settle in here after getting yet another kill onto Molten Core comes in. Not going to get enough, though. Rain does get the D-Mech out of Chuffs, but that's all that comes from Otaku there. This should be point take for Renovatio.
You know, I really hope that was going to be a swap call there. Yeah, they are swapping right now. There was a few ults, a few too many ults there, but I could tell swap Dally's moving over to the McCree and Pyro's jumping onto the Doomfist.
And we see Rain also onto the Baptiste as well. Forsaken switches over to the Widowmaker. Valentine is coming in with the Nano. Cream is very close to that Primal as well. This is last fight for Renovatio. So they do have that Nano. They can put a lot of damage into that bunker right now. See, I'm imagining they're probably going to put it into Cream, I would guess.
I would assume so. That seems to be the wise choice right now.
I definitely think that's the way to go. They do have Chubb's Diva Bomb here as well. That could be very useful. That's not a great shield from Yojak. Oh, they could be. and they do immediately try to capitalize on it. They're not able to get anything from it, however. Breadboy does take out Panda. That's a big kill there, and Forsaken does get taken down by Pyro, though. But Breadboy right now is showing up. Kills trading from either side. Forsaken is taken back up by Bella and immediately takes out Dally. Cream is going berserk on the point right now, taking down Key Limes, taking down Yojak. We see Panda trying to come in here after 2 ticks for Renovatio. Panda's coming in. The EMP takes out Panda and Pyro. Otaku right now trying desperation to hold this one out, trying to take this one to, trying to keep them to 3 points, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, they're at this point they're in full stall mode right now. Cream is doing a really great job of diving on the low targets, bringing them down as quickly as he can.
And there it is. Renovatio does manage to take 4 points here, but they did it in OT.
Yeah, got him down to OT, and again, it was one of those things kind of expected. Great job, and like you said, the only way they're going to have a chance to win is to get both points. Now we'll see what their defense can do.
Right. See if I can do what they were initially planning on doing on the first attack. So I don't think they're going to be ready expecting any additional surprises here. But you never know. They could just go the Symmetra thing again and just totally pull it off. Do you think they can get another minute and a half, Paris, here? I don't know.
Oh, God. You know, it's... In the words of our good friend W, you fool me once, shame on me, fool me. You can't fool me again.
All right.
That was about right. That sounds about,
yeah, something like that. I think
something like that
is about right.
Sounds about right.
I think that reference might go over some heads though.
Oh gosh, my age is showing. Hey,
yes.
This is the old man cast. Give it a break.
This is definitely the old man cast. By the way, Cavalier, your commissioner and producer tonight, Cavalier, I believe, is the ripe old age of 46. So,
yeah, maybe double that. He might be maybe 92. I'm not sure.
Oh
we'll
shit!
check the records.
You just banned my team from the community. Oh wow, how'd that happen?
Rip.
Weird how these things happen.
This Canadian government, you never know where these bursts come from.
It's Canadian stuff. All right. So right now, both teams settling in with the bunker for Renovatio here on point A. Shups on that. We actually kind of see a switch actually here. Main tank and off tank. Cream is going on to the Roadhog. Shups on the Orisa. So a little change here for Renovatio.
They're trying it again.
Oh, they're doing it again. Oh, the Mad Lads are doing. Oh, and Cream says no more. He's done with this. The games are old for Cream, and he's
not having it.
He is taking matters into his own hands on that Roadhog. But Otaku right now, Dally is full charge on that Symmetra. Dally is putting in a ton of damage. Dally with the 4K. Wow. Dally is 5. Dally 6K.
Oh, Dally, they have families, my dude. They have families. He ain't done yet. There it is. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh, Dally.
Really solid job. It went, Symmetra, when she gets charged up and she is full beam, that is a whole hell of a lot of damage. Great job by Dally.
Oh, Dally did incredible there on Symmetra. He's already got Symmetra wall. This could be even faster than their last point.
We'll see if they rotate the same way. See if they rotate the same way. If they TP back left.
Oh, right now it looks like Renovatio is a little spread out. They could get punished here. The teleporter comes in. They're trying to go after Breadboy. They don't get him. Dally is taken very low, but he's not dead yet. They rotated the high ground. They gave them the high ground. He got the wall back up. And Dally, again, on that Symmetra. The high noon comes in for Forsaken, just into the wall. Nothing doing. Otaku looks like they're about to do it again, folks. They're going to do it again. I can't believe they're doing it again.
Same play.
What the?
That wasn't even that. Same play. That's a little situational awareness that Renovatio is going to watch that back and go, okay, what? How do we do that again? And as Pyro says in chat, they're a Paris team.
How does that happen?
That is a well-executed game plan. That's all it is.
Okay, I know how it happened, and it's 2 syllables. It's Dally. I am. Like,
oh yeah.
We can comment on the strat all you want, and the strat worked to fruition here. It worked beautifully. The strat means nothing if it isn't for Dally.
Correct.
Being an absolute sim god and just dominating Otaku or Renovatio on that play.
They didn't have an answer for him. They did not have an answer for the Dally.
They couldn't even touch him.
No, that was phenomenal. That was a 4v6 that Dally brought back single-handedly. Really solid play.
Incredible play from Dally, blowing us away on this Symmetra. So, wow. Oh,
now
man,
here's the key. Can it happen a third time?
Can it? Because they're gonna try again.
They are doing it.
If this happens again,
gosh,
I'm gonna Oh my god! If this happens again,
it can't happen again.
Can it?
Looking at Bread Boy on me, it can't happen again. It can't happen again. There's no way.
Bread Boy is putting an end to this nonsense right now on that May. Wow. Oh my goodness! I'm still in shock from the last round. I don't even know how to react to what's going on.
Let's see if they can get it again.
If they're doing it again, they're doing it again. The Mad Lads.
Oh, but look at Cups is ready. Chups is ready.
Yeah,
Chups is ready for it. They know it's coming.
They caught on. Oh no! There's the telly again, but they telly to the height. They're going to the point again. It happened again.
How are these rotations happening like this?
I don't understand. Bread Boy does take out Rain though. So they did lose a healer, and it looks like it does look. Oh, but Dali's charging again. Dali's doing it again. Dali's doing it again. We got
Huge
3.
by key lines.
Dali's doing 4. Oh my God, Dali got 4. Dali 5.
Once again, the Dali show, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't scream. This is horrible commentary, but I can't handle what's happening. I can't handle this.
Dali just popped off.
Oh.
If we had top plays again, that was it. And then Pyro still gets it.
Oh my God! And yeah, of course, Pyro gets to play the game. I'm sorry, my casting there was scuffed. I went full Cryptic Force with the voice cracks, and I could not believe what I was seeing there. I'm sorry. That was
really great playing again. This is again Otaku knowing their game plan, executing their game plan, and making it happen.
All right, so we're going to be setting up for halftime here. I can map. Stay tuned, guys. Otaku is up 2-0, and honestly, what I think a lot of people might project as an upset.
I would say so. I'd say overall, this would definitely be an upset, even though it's the defending champions. It's going to show up as an upset on paper, and it may happen. You never know. We'll see what happens.
All right, so both teams settling into OT here. Stay tuned, guys. Time is right now. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sunday Night Feature Match Halftime Show presented by the Iris Podcast. Each week, one of your podcast analysts will chat with a member of the community and break down this past week's games. I'm NPC, and here with us this week is Juke from the Aimbots. So let's get started. We're going to talk about the Discord tier first, all the games that went down on Wednesday. Juke, Aimbots, Harmony, and Chaos, I think you were there. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was our first match together. We've only played a few scrims, and it definitely showed. Harmony and Chaos, they were not pushovers. We had a terrible time on Paris. For the rest of the maps, we just kind of pulled together based on, synergy, individual skill. But it was definitely a close match.
Yeah, Paris seems to be a tough match. Tough map for everybody. We've had a lot of issues. Everybody says, "Oh, Paris was just kind of a weird game." So anyway, the next map in our Discord tier, I'm just going to let you handle all the Discord tiers since you play in that tier. Alt F4 versus Prodigious.
Yeah, it looks like Prodigious was able to take that one 3-1. I'm glad they were able to make a good show of it after, their troubles in the preseason finals. I saw they had some kind of a forfeit loss on map 4. I'm not sure exactly how those rules work. Do you know a little more about that?
Yeah, I'll be covering the rules a little bit more in depth on the Iris podcast tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Tranquility Twitch channel. But basically, when you run out of time, you have 3 timeouts, and once you run out of time, you're just forced to play shorthanded or forfeit the map. So that's the way that works. The next game we have here is One Last Ride versus Eclipse.
Yeah, One Last Ride was able to take that 3-1 over Eclipse. I was a little surprised it was so, I was expecting maybe a 3-2, but One Last Ride, they had good strategies, good teamwork. Eclipse, it just didn't quite come together just yet, but I listened to their comms when I was watching the VOD. It definitely seems like they're having fun, and I think a team like that, the synergy is just going to come. It's just going to be a matter of time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Those guys on Eclipse, I played with those guys last season, and I know that they're here having a good time, win or lose, and they know where they need to improve, and they're going to come back. So I feel like you're absolutely right. The longer they play together, the better off they're going to be. The next game we had here was Tough Luck versus Invictus.
Yeah, tough luck. They've definitely been one of the favorites. They've had some roster shakeups, but I think as long as the team manages to stay together, Ons is going to be able to steer that ship in the right place, and they will be one of the top teams. I don't think these stories on certain podcasts of them not even making the playoffs are quite accurate. I expect good things out of Tough Luck.
All right. Sounds good. The next map I think was an easy prediction for me. Meteors 4-0 over Infius. What did you think about that game?
Yeah, I spoke to the Infius guys. I was expecting a little more. They seemed, very serious and prepared, but just good individual play coming out of Arise. He hit some clutch sleeps, HQC, Marf, and Courage was doing great work on the Roadhog. So yeah, Courage and Arise looks like they can just play anything, and they easily, push their way through. But Infius is going to be a good team.
Excellent. Yeah. Courage is definitely Ski Free Yeti's MVP pick for this season. So definitely got some good things coming out of him. Commit versus Instalock. Commit's the new team, and Instalock is technically a new team, but full of veteran players. What did you think about that match?
Yeah, speaking of Yeti, he's been hyping up Commit every podcast, and they did not disappoint. They looked like a great team, and they were able to push over Instalock. Instalock, I think they're a little inconsistent. I'd just like to see a little bit more out of them, but they will be a good team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I think Instalock is another team that really needs to come together over the season. So I think that wraps up all of the Discord tier teams that have played so far, except for this one, the Otaku versus Renovatio. So when that match is over, we'll be covering that on the podcast. After this, we're going to cover the Harmony tier. So the Careless Pandas, they got a 4-0 against Undead Battery. Now, here's the deal with the Careless Pandas. They played without Z-Man, without Yeti, without Bebop, and without Dim Ryan. They were down 4 of their core players, and they played with a substitute player and still managed to get the 4-0 with a full hold on every map. It was just a complete blowout. Careless Pandas are no joke. Sometimes I get the feeling that they're holding back. When I saw them in the preseason, I said, these guys, they're holding back. They're sandbagging a little bit, and they're still winning. Very scary. Very scary. The next game here is DDoS versus Spare Change. DDoS ended up 3-1. Taking that, Spare Change managed to stop the payload on Eichenwald and take that one from the veteran team. So Spare Change, they're also one of those new teams that just formed in the past few weeks. In fact, they were so new that I had to give them the role to get into voice chat right before the match started. So they've been practicing together for a very short period of time, but I feel like once they play together a little longer, they're going to build that synergy and they're going to take off. So Illusion got a 3-1 over the Pythons. Pythons were off to a rough start. They've been having some roster trouble. They've been trying to bring in some coaches and kind of help the team organize a little bit more. They did manage to avoid the dreaded 4-0 and got one map. And map pool does matter, that map count. There are a lot of times when it comes to playoff time, whether you make it or not, depends on your plus or minus map score. So, another one that kind of surprised me was overtime 3-1 over the Fighting Potatoes. Potatoes were down their signature Junkrat player, Mousy. She ended up losing 3-1 to overtime. But the Potatoes didn't go down without a fight. It was some good, solid team play all around. I didn't really see anything stand out on either side, but the teams are kind of getting comfortable with each other, and they're really focusing on trying to build that teamwork. And I feel like that's what's going to take them long run, as opposed to individual skill. Speaking of teamwork, Minty Hippos got a 4-0 over the team Boop. Boop has also only had about a week to put their team together, about 5 days, and they just held tryouts on the Tuesday night before the featured match. So that was a bit rough for them. And the Minty Hippos are actually, a lot of them are IRL friends that have been playing together since Halo 3. So they've got a lot of synergy.
Yeah, I saw them in the preseason. They're like the prodigious of the Harmony tier, running all sorts of weird strats, just sort of making it work based on teamwork.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to see a different performance from Boop later on once they have a chance. Maelstrom got a 4-0 over Holy Jalapenos. Maelstrom had a few disconnection issues at the end that caused their ultimates to reset, and they did get snowballed by the Jalapenos on Junkertown, but Maelstrom managed to make a great, strong comeback there and win that 5-4 to claim the 4-0 victory. The last game I've got here is Karma 4-0 over the Jetpack Cats. We saw some tremendous plays this game. Paris even went into extra rounds. Unfortunately, Melts and his signature Nano Blade just wasn't enough to stop Karma from catching up to the Jetpack Cats. Karma managed. So, just a reminder to tune in back here at the official Tranquility Community Twitch channel tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. The Iris Podcast will break down the results of tonight's Otaku versus Renovatio match, as well as Tuesday's featured match, the Comets versus Vitamin C. We'll also bring you live up-to-the-minute scores on the Sugar Rush versus Frantic Lava Cats match, which is being played at the same time as the Iris. So that's the Iris Podcast tomorrow night and every Monday night at 8:30 Eastern Time.
Welcome back, everyone, from halftime. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, you all enjoy that time content reminder for the Iris Podcast tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Make sure you tune in for that, guys. Should be a lot of fun. But on this match here, guys, Otaku up 2-0. Thug, what do you think?
Yeah, there was no second guessing it. That was a very decisive 2-0.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of words, and this is really going on the backs of Pyro and Dally. Pyro map 1, Dally map 2.
No, I think it is worth mentioning. Renovatio has changes recently. Obviously, bringing in Vela, Bread Boy, very late in the show here. It might be impacting them, having these kind of late arrivals to the team. They might not have that same synergy. Otaku has been the same team now for over a month.
Correct. That's a very good point. And again, team synergy is going to mean a lot for the goings of the Tranquility community. And Otaku's got it right now, and you can tell that they have a lot of key strats that they're focusing on. They're really executing really well. So, I won't be surprised to see a Symmetra on this point as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Otaku is looking. I mean, we talked initially about also Renovatio has a ton of players near that high SR mark. DC, for instance, on their team has been in a GM in the past, probably about 5 seasons ago. Was in a GM recently down in the low masters area. Looking at obviously there's a lot of individual talent on that team, but when it comes down to it, individual talent only gets you so far in this game, and we're definitely seeing that here.
Correct. And that's definitely what a teamwork's coming out of big time.
A lot of countering Symmetra's team synergy, and we just didn't see it there. Renovatio's got a rebound here, trying to force that reverse sweep. I hope to see it because it's been an exciting match so far. Yojak here coming out on the Reinhardt. We're seeing a 2-2-2 count from both sides. Both teams trying to settle in. But Kreen gets the early kill onto Dally off that hook. It's a big kill there early on here for Renovatio, and it looks like Otaku is already going to go ahead and reset after DC hits that headshot onto Panda.
Really great job. Really, what you noticed is Chups with the hook on the backside. Oh, big stagger there.
Yeah, brutal stagger onto Pyro. Otaku's going to be held back for at least another 10 or 15 seconds while they're trying to get everyone back. I will say, Pyro is already 90% to that Dragon Strike. In addition, Hybrid already has Nano, so a lot of ults coming out here from Otaku fairly quick. If they get aggressive here, they can get it. Oh, the Dragon actually coming in from DC, splits them at the choke, or gets 2. Renovatio cleaning up the straps as well after DC picks up those big picks.
They're playing a really aggressive bunker here, and I like what they're doing with it. They're not wanting to be on their back foot. They were on their back foot all of Paris. They're really putting their best foot forward here, literally and figuratively, pushing underneath the bridge, which you don't see a lot of teams hold there. But when they have when the time comes, they're pushing up and they are making them pay.
Absolutely, there's great work here from Renovatio on one. Definitely a clear effort to rebound here. And Otaku kind of going away from what's worked for them a little bit. No, not on that monkey anymore, which I think might be hurting them a little bit. Dally is taken down by Bread Boy there. A nice kill from Bread Boy. 5 ults now coming up for Renovatio as they look to settle in here on this first point. The bongos come out for Chubbs as Cream gets another big hook onto Hybrid. I will say
some work in here.
I will say I was turning into a bit of a Beweber after the first 2 fights, after the first 2 maps, but Renovatio maybe not about to sign up for a Crunchyroll subscription. It's like they are settling in here a little bit on that.
You know, if I didn't need you, I'd put you in timeout in a heartbeat. I'm also becoming. No, it was just enough. I love it. I love it.
All right. Wanted to make sure. All right, cool. Otaku coming through the show, putting in some damage onto Renovatio. We see the nano coming into Yojak. Yojak putting a lot of damage in. The grab comes out, takes out 2 for Otaku, and Pyro takes out 3 for Renovatio. Pardon me. DC gets a pick onto Pyro, but it doesn't matter. Dally's there to clean up the mess left over from Pyro's Dragon Strike. Otaku gets the team kill, and Otaku takes point A.
Really great job. And again, this is about team synergy right now. They didn't get tilted. They knew what they needed to do, executed their ults, and made it happen.
Taking a look at both teams, we do see DC switching over to the Genji, looking obviously to get into Pyro's face a little bit more and cause some more problems for them. You got to assume that they're really looking to counter him. Dally right now is very close to that Riptire. DC actually gets 2, diving in very aggressively there. Big kills onto both Key Limes and Pyro, finishing them off with the Swift Strike. Dally takes out Cream as well, though. So it looks like it is going to kind of settle in here as Bread Boy gets the kill on the Panda. Actually, yes, Yojak and Otaku is looking to reset. Dally did get that Riptire, though, as he took out DC at the very end of that fight. It's a big kill there and a big ult to get.
You know, DC's diving really aggressive in the back line. Let's see if there's anything that Otaku can do to punish that. He's going in alone a lot. He's getting a lot of kills, but eventually, if they notice it, they're going to counter it. And here comes the tire.
Riptire comes in from Dally. We'll be watching that very closely here, seeing what he can find. Looking for the big kill. Peeking up in, trying to find Renovatio. He takes a long time to get there, and he finally finds Valentine. In the meantime, Otaku took out most of the rest of the team.
Really good. Everyone's worried about the tire, and well, they just systematically picked it apart.
Great synergy right now from Otaku. DC gets a pick on the Pyro, though. You're going to have to play really close to your team here. Otherwise, it looks like DC is a good enough Genji to really be able to capitalize on that. As I say that, he's brought extremely low. The Bob comes in from Red Boy, looking for some kills onto Otaku, Hybrid, and Key Limes, and Yojak extremely low with the Biotic Grenade on them. Panda taken down as well with Key Limes, and a team kill coming the way of Renovatio here. Desperately needed to slow down that positive momentum for Otaku.
Really great sleep by Hybrid there, but also better job getting the big purple onto the entire team sitting on cart that was able to let DC just strike them down. Now he's sitting on his blade, and a nano's coming up very, very shortly.
Otaku right now settling in, Renovatio now settling in on defense. Got a nice spread going here with this dive comp. And DC does take out Pyro here on the aggressive charge. Bread Boy takes out Dally, and a big kill. Both DPS down for Otaku. Renovatio looking to pick up the scraps here. And looks like Chups is going to get demeched as a result here as Yojak gets a nano. And Otaku choosing to get aggressive here.
Yeah, I like the call. I like the play. Yojak plays in a really aggressive main tank anyway. Good job making him pay at this point.
But Cream decides to make him pay in his own way. Takes out 3. Pops the Primal, looking to take out more on his own. Doing some work, tossing around Otaku I don't have a good analogy there. Can you help me out a little bit?
No, that's okay. This is a good example of monkey see, monkey do. Cream just did a little better.
That was a good one. I like that.
Thank you.
One.
Hey, thanks, man. I got my dad jokes on point.
Yeah, you're killing it right now, man.
That's all right. Long extended weekend with the fam. This is what happens.
Yeah, no, I get you there. I get you there. So Otaku right now, last fight territory for them. They got to come up big when a blade comes in. With a nano blade, DC. Oh, but it's negated a little bit by that. Or it's negated by that sound barrier. Not able to get any kills off that and run extremely low. He's going to have to flee, but the bomb comes in. Not connecting with anything as well. And Renovatio is all dropping extremely low as they get a blade of their own. But it doesn't matter. Otaku they fall in. It looks like Cream took out 2, Bread Boy as well. And Renovatio looks like they're going to stabilize here with a really good defense on Eichenwald.
Yeah, it was a really great bob at the end there. they kind of split the team off. They had to worry about that, and while they're worrying about the Bob, Bread Boy is just able to pick them apart.
Yojak almost got to the point there with the primal reset, not able to do so. Renovatio looking to answer back here. They're definitely looking for that reverse sweep. They got the team shuffled around a little bit here, maybe to what they were looking for. The Otaku has to settle in here and get a strong defense, but they could lock it down here. First point holds on Eichenwald are not necessarily horribly uncommon.
No, they do happen. It's the point really favors the defense. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Farah come out from Renovatio here on the attack. DC played a really nice Farah on first point Li Zhang, so we'll see if that happens again. But excellent play. Cream did a really great job. He kind of out-monkeyed Yojak there towards the end. Really big ults. He dove in at the right time. He knew when he had his back up, so great job by Cream.
Now, I know we talked about first point holds here. I will point out that if you go back to the championship game last season, Eichenwald was one of the maps played between Otaku and Gravity. And one highlight of that for Otaku in a map that I think a lot of us expected Gravity with Orsted, Belzen, and that whole team, NPC, that whole squad there. I think everybody expected Gravity to take that one. But not only did they beat Gravity on it, they held them at the first point.
It's true. We'll see if it can strike twice.
If lightning strikes twice here for Otaku, it'd be pretty impressive. Again, they are missing several pieces from last season, but they're looking to silence the doubters today. Renovatio with some recent changes, trying to bounce back here from two rough maps, trying to make a significant change here today. Or trying to make some changes here today to see if they could get back on the right track. We see a biotic grenade come in from Hybrid. Hybrid says in chat,
calls
watch
a
this.
shot.
Calls a shot. Hits 3 on the biotic grenade, but Cream just decides he's annoyed by it, takes out Key Limes instead. So
he's having none of that.
Looks like Renovatio has a huge advantage now with one healer down. Key Lime's trying to come back on that Lucio here. Pyro is taken down as well for Otaku. Renovatio has absolute control right now over the pace of this fight. They're trying to get on Yojak on the high ground. They cannot. DC is taken down. That's a maybe too much aggression there from DC. Could cost his team here as Otaku's got nearly the full squad back. They take out Cream, and Renovatio is going to have to reset.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull back. DC got a little aggressive there, and great job by Otaku making them pay.
Renovatio needs to exercise some patience here. Great patience from Otaku, not pulling away out of that fight too much. Yojak stayed assertive on that high ground, putting a ton of damage into DC. Despite the fact that DC was right into his face, it didn't make a difference. Yojak put a ton of damage into him and took him down. So that's absolutely what they needed here. And we'll see if they can settle in here on point A. They got 2 ults right now, 2 ults coming in from Renovatio as well.
Correct. Once again, great hog play by Panda. He had some really key hooks at the right time.
Cream gets separated from his team and absolutely punished right there by Pyro on that Farah. They have 3 ults now for Renovatio. And Bella is taken down, though, by Dally. That's a big kill there. We see the Nano come in onto Pyro. Pyro trying to settle in here. Looks like he was maybe going for that barrage, but didn't really get a good opportunity as Panda took out Chups.
Now, he wasn't even quite there. That might have been a situation to try to keep him alive. I know he was low. But, yeah, I'm not sure. They're probably going to want that one back. I think it was a little early for Hybrid on that.
Right now we do see Renovatio looking at nearly 4 ults, actually 5, or even 6, actually. DC's been charging them up fairly quick. So, got to imagine we're going to be looking at a Nano Blade here coming from Renovatio.
Yeah, Key Limes needs to get that beat up a lot quicker than he is right now, where it's gonna be curtains for him.
We do see the Molten Core coming in with the barrage from Pyro. Oh, but Pyro is taken down. They do get Cream, but they should be able to get a res up here with Bella. Bella does get it. The barrage comes in for Bread Boy, takes out 2. Yojak is in dire straits on the high ground. Nothing doing. Renovatio does take point A away from Otaku.
Now, what I want to show there is Chups had a fantastic bubble onto Bread Boy as he's popping his ult there. There's a lot of focus fire on him, but Chups with a really well-timed bubble in order to save him, let him continue that barrage.
And we already see that Otaku they're almost getting staggered out here, but Cream gets too aggressive and is hooked and taken down by Panda. Big play there from Panda, taking down Cream and really preventing them from staggering out Otaku any further. Bread Boy looking at, Dally on that Widowmaker. He was the runner-up last season in the Widow 1v1 and showing you exactly why.
DC was having none of that.
DC decides that the Widowmaker is just not going to fly anymore.
That's not for him. Not for him.
Nope. We see Bread Boy going onto the Widowmaker of his own, trying to answer the Widow skills from Dally. We see DC again getting aggressive. He's got another blade as Cream pops the shatter. Big shatter onto Otaku.
Big beat there.
Great beat for Key Limes. Pyro coming in with a big kill into Cream, getting too aggressive again.
Yeah, Cream's hitting. He's very an aggressive main tank. This is. Oh wow,
Pyro with a 5K. Pyro,
chill, bro.
Oh man, I think he got a little jealous of Dally with that 7K earlier.
I think so.
that was something there. Pyro with a huge 5K. DC again is in the back line of Otaku, kind of doing his own thing, but it doesn't matter. The rest of his team is getting destroyed right now. So Renovatio trying to settle in on the high ground, looking for any chance to put some damage in. Dally is flanking on the right side, is all alone, but they ignore him. They head over to the rest of the team. They got a lot of time here to push that cart just a little ways. Oh, there comes the Nano Blade coming in. I'm sorry, just the blade, a naked blade on DC, but Bread Boy gets 4, 5.
Bread Boy.
Wow. The DPS have shown up to play today.
It's really fun. It's really fun to watch DPS doing their thing, taking off. Otaku's really going to have to put their ass in gear to get onto that cart, though. Absolutely.
DPS looks great. Otaku did get going here. Key Limes and Hybrid both taken down. No healer. Otaku. Chups takes out 2. Bread Boy finishing him off as well. Otaku's got nothing really left here on the cart. Renovatio answers back.
Really solid play. That was Bread Boy popped off at the end there. Really flexed his Widow skills. Excellent work. Muy impressive.
Absolutely. So, anyways, moving on here now, we're going to take a look at our next map, and our next map is going to be a map, honestly, where, again, DPS players tend to shine. That's Junkertown.
Yeah, this is going to be and I expect a lot of double sniper from both teams at this point. Bread Boy on the Widowmaker and DC on the Hanzo, if they stay in, but I expect a couple double sniper with the bunkers.
Absolutely, I would expect to see that from both. Again, the DPS are just both looking incredible here. Spent a lot of time talking about Pyro and Dally and Bread Boy initially coming in. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk. Where's Bread Boy going to be at? Obviously, Bread Boy made some strong claims in their recruitment post that they posted. So, definitely some strong claims from him. It's curious to see if he can continue to back it up here. DC obviously is doing a great job. So, we're going to map 4 here. I think Renovatio definitely took some positive momentum back there. Would you agree with that?
I would think so. They let their DC players, wow, Freudian slip. They let their DPS players pop off, specifically DC and Bread Boy really doing work. And I don't want to forget Vela and Valentine. Really great job. Cream is an extremely aggressive main tank, and for the amount of times that he actually did die sitting in the back line were a lot fewer than they should have been.
And right now, both teams getting some additional changes in. We do see Panda come out for WA, and we do see DC come out for Forsaken for Renovatio, which I think is maybe a little unexpected here. We do see DC do a lot of work there, but he was also kind of doing it on his own as well. I'm sure you saw that.
Yeah, he did play the solo flanker role quite a bit. I didn't get a chance to see too much of his Hanzo here. If they're going the double sniper, we do know Bread Boy does play a good Widow, and we'll see if Forsaken maybe is the complement to that. All right.
Teams right now. Junkertown's always an interesting map for me. I think, we've seen the pirate ship. This is even during the GOATS meta we were seeing the pirate ship. We saw one support for a lot of time on Junkertown as well.
Correct. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. There's a lot of chance for Pirates, a lot of Bastion play. There is also a lot of double snipers, so we'll see what happens.
All right. And one thing I will say as well is that Bastion is a very present thing on this one. But really kind of Bastion seemingly kind of disappearing suddenly from the meta. We're not really seeing a lot of Bastion these days. Bunker was a huge threat, or considered to be a huge concern for a lot of people switching to 2-2-2. I think a lot of people expected to see tons of Bastion. Bunker. We're really not even seeing that, even in Overwatch League, for instance.
Correct. You're still seeing the Bunker play, but it's not the Bastion cancer that I think we're plagued with a lot of we expected to be. But looks like the Bastion's coming out for Otaku here.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good strategy. There's nothing wrong with it.
It still works. This is probably one of the few maps it always has kind of worked.
But I mean, I hate to say it, but I think a lot of people kind of figured out how to handle Bastion. Coordinated teams, they kind of know how to handle Bastion at this point.
Correct. Yeah, you're right.
Especially in the Discord tier, with these teams averaging a diamond to masters level, it's not very common. We're going to see a ton of months here. Forsaken early kill on the hybrid. That's going to be a rough situation here for Otaku. They're trying to still settle in on this bunker. They take out the lamp. They have not much else going right now on that cart. They're still putting a ton of damage out with Dally, but Dally is taken down. And Renovatio looking to pick up a scraps right now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. This is a tough retake for a Bastion to get back onto the point. We'll see what they do. I expect there's a swap. Yep, there's a swap over to the Hanzo.
All right.
You almost get one shot at it, and that's about it.
Yep, you pretty much have to swap here. Pyro does get Valentine. That's a rough kill here for Renovatio. They definitely would love to be seeing him around. Cream picks off Key Limes though. Neither side are missing a healer. As I say that, Hybrid picks up Key Limes. Dragon comes in, but it's mitigated by that lamp there from Key Limes. Teams are trading picks right now. And kind of trying to see who's settling into the point here. Kind of tough to see, but it looks like Dally's popping off here with 3 kills. But Breadboy comes back. Breadboy takes out 2 of his own. Team's still jockeying for position as Bella is rezzing Forsaken. And it looks like Renovatio is going to settle in here and control the cart right at this choke. A really rough spot for Otaku.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to lose there. Almost letting it push back a little bit is going to be smart, but they're going to have to find their angles. But Pyro's slipping over to the Tracer. He's sick and tired of that backline, wants to take care of himself. Except Forsaken has nothing to do with it.
All right. We see a Dragon coming in for Breadboy here, trying to just dissected the Otaku side. Renovatio is looking real strong right now on point A. We see Pyro coming in on the Tracer. Had to pop that recall as Cream is chasing them down. Big hook by Cream, taking down Pyro.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Cream's off-tank play here. He plays an aggressive main tank and an aggressive off-tank. He's able to get away with a little more on the off-tank, especially with the Hanzo.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's doing some work in there. I'll give it to him.
100%. Forsaken does take out Dally. Aku really hasn't been going here since Pirate Ship fell. Cream!
God, sir.
Good lord. The catch of the day is in, and Cream is looking strong with that hook. But Dally gets Forsaken. That's a big kill there, and is immediately mitigated because of Mercy. So much for that. Another halt hook comes in. Cream may be a little too aggressive. They manage to hold off. The window does come out. The shields are dropping immediately for Renovatio. The whole hog did come out for Cream, mitigated a lot of that damage. The Dragon is eaten by Wad. Big play
really
there.
Great play.
Absolutely needed for Otaku to settle in. Look at Cream, though. He's flanking the entirety of Otaku. Misses his hook, though. He's not getting any damage into the team as Otaku is settling in on destroying the front line of Renovatio, taking out Breadboy. You did see the big bomb.
Big bomb by Wah.
Wow with 2. Waluigi would be proud. Key Limes takes out Cream. And Dally gets out Forsaken. Otaku finally looking like they're about... Oh, big exit kill there by Dally on the Vela.
Really
Right
great
out.
individual effort by Wah there, eating the Dragon Switch, which you don't see every day, plus a big double kill on the bomb. Really, a really excellent play.
Dally looking really good right now.
There he is.
Oh, there's Dally again, taking
Somebody
down
pissed
Breadboy.
Dally off.
Yep. I think Dally got a little upset after that losing that last map there. Otaku looking to settle in, but Cream popping that whole hog does not matter. They're not able to get them off the cart enough, and Charge comes in, takes out Forsaken. Not often do you see a Widowmaker eat a charge.
Not very often.
Right now, Otaku looking to push up. They do finally get a point presence on there. Pyro takes out Valentine. Pyro on that Hanzo has been absolutely legitimate throughout the night and continuing to do so.
Really big flank by Dally here. Really putting a lot of pressure on the back line, and I think the Hanzo's up there as well. They're putting a lot of pressure on him right now.
They're really forcing Forsaken into spots here. Forsaken being drawn into the open by Dally. Dally, again, super aggressive right now. He's getting completely surrounded by the enemy team. Is he going to be able to get out?
No.
Not quite, but Pyro takes out Forsaken.
They get the res off on it.
The Dragon Strike comes in from Pyro, takes out Breadboy and Vela. Pyro and Dally are an incredible duo right now.
You don't often see a flanker combo of Hanzo and Widowmaker, but they're making it work, my guy. They're making it work. Good on them.
Yeah, they're looking very strong right now on that duo. Very impressed by both those players. Really showing up for their team. The Hulk comes out, not connecting with the hook. Right now, Renovatio's got us calm down, settle in here on point 3. The DPS duo of Pyro and Dally showing up big right now.
You know, I really liked what I liked about Pyro there. When you throw the Dragon Strike from behind the enemy team, that's the last place they look. They're not expecting it to come from there, so you usually get a lot of benefits from it.
Both teams right now jockeying a little bit for position here as the cart rounds the fan there in point B or point C. Breadboy takes out the lamp for Key Lime, so Key Lime does not have that lamp to rely on here. He's dipping extremely low. Pyro is taken down. It looks like just slowly, but it's just kind of a slow grind, but they are taking them down. A charge comes in from Yojak, getting extremely aggressive and does not catch anything. They used a Diva Bomb there, which was interesting.
They got one, but I don't know about that.
Maybe a switch coming here from Wah. I would imagine. Oh, they're staggering her. They're staggering Wah.
Oh,
it's brutal.
That's brutal.
It's brutal.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, that's a 10-second stagger there. Oh, that's brutal. You hate to see that, folks.
You hate to see it. It's a smart play. Oh.
A really aggressive Dragon Strike there from Breadboy. Did not expect to see that. As the hook comes out from Cream as well, it takes down Pyro. Pyro maybe a little too aggressive there, getting away from his team. Dally as well. Very deep, and the Hybrid taking down. They're staggering themselves up pretty brutally right now, and capitalizing on that is Renovatio.
They need to sit down, sit back, wait for their shield, and then push together. They're all getting cheeky in picks, but when you have a DPS combo like Forsaken and Breadboy, you can't make those peaks.
All right, Otaku looking here. They're about in last fight territory here. The card is really far back now. Shatter comes out from Yojak, not connecting with anything, and he's immediately killed. Otaku is all extremely low. The Hulk comes in, and the hook takes down Dally. We do see a flank right now from the Lucio, which is the biggest threat. Key Lime's not able to do anything with that flank, however. Otaku is going to have time to get one more good push in here.
Yeah, I think they got one more solid push. They're going to have to make a play next, and that's not going to help. That was a big pick by Forsaken there and Breadboy. Breadboy picking off Pyro, who's their only ultimate up right now, and Forsaken doing work.
Forsaken getting 3K of his own. Looks like Renovatio is settling in here pretty strong. I got to imagine we're going to see some switches to try to get a stall out from Otaku. Wah is being taken extremely low, but not down. Dally gets a late pick on the Forsaken. They might be able to capitalize on that, get a little bit more cart push here. Cream is taken extremely low as well, but he's able to get out with that, he's able to get out with that heal. Forsaken does take out Key Limes with the mine. Interesting on a Lucio, but hey, it happens.
Pyro's doing work, and they're getting some picks here.
Pyro is doing a lot of work. Dally did pick off one as well. It looks like Otaku is settling in on the point. Renovatio is trying to push back, but hey, the whole hog comes in. Oh, but Cream is taken down by Wah. Almost forced Otaku off the cart, but they're going to be able to round the bend here.
Really great job by Wah, popping his personal bubble there, and then dropping the grav on him just to make sure that they're not going to get pushed off the cart today.
All right, both teams now looking right now at this overtime push. Otaku keeping 3 on the cart, trying to make sure they don't C9 this out. Renovatio trying to settle in here, 4.9 meters to the point. Dragon Strike does come in from both sides. The Key Lime takes out Cream with Wah taking out Chups. There's 3 down right now for Renovatio. They're in rough shape, but Forsaken gets the entire and Dally on his own. Big picks there for Forsaken.
But it looks like they're going to push through. Great job by Otaku on getting. They got picked early. Pyro had the only ultimate, but they did a good job of pushing into him and target priority, and they finished it up. I didn't expect it, to be honest.
I did not either. Wah came up big on that Zarya with the grab to be able to mitigate that that whole hog coming in from the Roadhog. Really did a good job there, controlling that, killing the Roadhog, and then being able to maintain a cart presence. The rest of his team was off. He was the only thing that could really prevent this thing from being seen, or that cart from being cleaned off. Good play by him. Good play by Yojak, keeping the presence on with the wrecking ball as well. And then obviously Pyro and Dally looking very strong.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. I think they got a little cocky, a little aggressive there with their flanks and how successful it was. But good on Renovatio to get their heads back on straight, find out where the flankers are, and take care of them. So we'll see what happens here on the attack. And it looks like, yeah, Dally's going back to that junkyard. Wow, that's too much beer in my head. Going back to the Junkrat here. He did a good job, and Pyro once again on Hanzo's doing a lot of work.
Right now, Forsaken is trying. You got to figure Forsaken is going to be the person that we need to see some action from here. They did pop off a little bit on that Widow last round. It didn't end up mattering too much, but Forsaken's got to be the one to be able to identify these flanks that Pyro and Dally are consistently getting away with and being able to take them down.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see. I think they're Renovatios. They're hoping for this beep reverse sweep.
All right. Here we go now. Final attack for Renovatio, potentially. Otaku did take that one in overtime, so there is definitely an opportunity here for both teams to potentially get cart push. But Dally takes out Shups, who eats the hook. Not a good situation there for Renovatio. They're going to have to pull back, and they do. They do pull back immediately. Good choice. I like
really smart. Not a lot. You don't see that very often. You see a lot of aggressive, just poking. At that point, if your main tank's out, just back up, wait for it, reset, go again. Don't feed too many ult charge.
Not a reason to do that. We see the halt down now for Otaku, but Pyro gets Forsaken, and that huge kill for Renovatio. A huge loss for Renovatio there. Forsaken go away. The halt hook comes out and misses, but Waz taken down. Actually, both teams looking even now. See Chups hanging extremely low, but he is not. Pyro finished that, so never mind. But Vele is able to get the res on the Chups, and Breadboy gets a very quick ult.
Yeah, they're really pushing. The aggression's coming out from Renovatio here. I really like it. That's how they're doing it in Cream with another hook. The man's not missing.
The man is not missing his hooks today. Renovatio is looking really strong since they made the switch over to put Cream on the off tank. Definitely like the change, working out really well from them. Dragon Strike coming in from Pyro here. I'm wondering if we're going to see a switch because that was from the spawn. It looks like we are going to see a switch there. The Dragon Strike goes over the cart. Cream does take out Wah. And one by one, they are falling here. Pyro does come back actually on the Hanzo after that really early Dragon Strike. You have to wonder if maybe that was a little bit of BM almost.
Yeah, I think it may have been. I if he's not going to swap off now, I definitely want that back. But yeah, we'll see here.
It's definitely an interesting choice there. It did not pan out. The point goes to Renovatio, and they're continuing to push that card here into the Streets phase. Shups, we see bongos from both sides. We see sights come up from Forsaken. Let's see if he can get anything off of this one here.
Very aggressive.
Both sides drop bongos with an extremely aggressive bongo coming out from Otaku, and it's taken down immediately.
Yeah, interesting choice to pop the res there, but to pop the trance there. But in order to get the res up, that was big. And once again, Breadboy doing work.
Breadboy and Forsaken both looking very strong right now, but they forgot something.
What was that?
All this for absolutely nothing. They're going to have another contest here. If they put one body on that cart, they're not going to be in a situation where they can contest, but Otaku is going to have an easy contest here, assuming they don't get picked off by Forsaken coming through the door. That's going to be the one question here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Forgetting the cart is definitely a tough one. Little miscommunication on the point of Renovatio.
All right. Here we go. Both teams settling in now with the Pyro coming in with the Dragon Strike and Dally with the big tire. It's like Otaku is that recontest. That is a gift for Renovatio. It's an absolute gift.
That was massive. Awesome. That could have been a point two taken there. Otaku blew every single ult they had up, so I'm not 100% sure if they wanted to use both Beat and Nano there, but they did it, and it worked. So I guess if it works, it's not that stupid of an.
No, I mean, yeah, I can't argue with it. So in the end, the results, I guess, are all ends up mattering. So Otaku right now, no ults on their side. Renovatio has 3 coming up here with Breadboy's Dragon Strike right on the cusp of being put into play here. Chups, big hook there from Cream. Dragon Strike comes through as well. Cream takes out Yojak. Otaku is now... Looks like they're just trying to fight this thing out, trying to draw that card a little bit long. If you look, it looks like they tried a really aggressive flank, and it just did not work out. They Wah kind of left his team hanging there, going off on the flank with Pyro.
A little bit.
With Hybrid. Didn't really work out at all.
Yeah, it did. It's something there. Again, here's the point 2 take. The point 2 take should have been about 30, 40 seconds ago. But
aggressive bongos pays off there. Shups takes out Yojak, and the rest of Otaku that was in the area begins to Dally switched over to that Reaper, but nothing gained out of that yet.
No, I like that play. I really like that play. This is a tough spot to break through. If those doors close and the cart sits there, that's a tough spot to get choked out. We saw Otaku almost get choked out there by Renovatio, so smart play, push through it.
Key Limes with a really aggressive play to take Forsaken off high ground. Great play by Key Limes. We see the dragon, we do see the grab come in with the dragon. Are able to mitigate some of that with the. They are able to mitigate some of that with the Transcendence, but they're not able to get it all. Pyro does take out Shups, and Renovatio is going to need to reset here with a late kill on the Valentine, again by Pyro.
That was a great anti-heal by Hybrid. Toss it right down there. They were able to save a couple with the Transcendence, but Hybrid denied most of that healing. Great job by him.
So we do look at, let's take a look at the alt charges here. So right now we see Vela has that Transcendence. Sorry, has that. Oh,
good.
The sniper is trading blows there, but the res comes in and the Dragon Strike comes out. Yojak is really aggressive with the Shatter and is punished for it. That aggression that Yojak displays frequently punishes him there, but it doesn't matter because the rest of the team is able to pick up the scraps.
Really great job by Dally there.
Dally,
oh my gosh.
Dally and Pyro. Pyro with a really late kill on Vela. We got about 2 fights right now for Renovatio to be able to finish this card off. They need to get on as soon as possible here. They are in rough shape.
And they popped the Valk early. That had to have been a fat finger because I don't think they wanted to pop the Valk there. But at that point, you press W and use it.
Absolutely. We do see 3 ults coming out from both ults in use right now for Renovatio as they're trying to break this choke. Red Boy does take out Yojak after a big hook from Cream. Cream taken extremely low by that Dragon Strike, but is able to heal his way through it. Taking a breather as Dally uses that fade to try to, or the Wraith form to get away. Hulk comes out, no hook to follow. Forsaken taking a very aggressive position on the fan. The flank coming in from Cream. Cream not able to connect with that hook, and he slept.
Oh, Dally in the back line.
Cream unfortunately left his team hanging there with the Reaper, really able to just absolutely control the situation. And right now, both teams are 2-2, and Renovatio is going to need to reset. Oh, Cream's just going to take a nap on the way out.
Have a good sleep, kid.
Yeah,
great job by Dally getting in the back line. Cream and the rest of the tanks were pushed up really far forward. Dally recognized that, drops in there, presses Q, wipes out the back line.
The music's picking up. We all know what that means. 60 seconds remaining. Right now, Otaku is in control. Renovatio needs to fight for their match life here. They have one opportunity here, more than likely. Whoa! A huge play! The grenade by Hybrid, as well as the shield from Wah, saves them after the hook, and they manage to take out Cream after a really great hook. But Yojak falls. And Red Boy gets Pyro. It's not over yet. Forsaken takes up Key Limes.
We'll see what happens. We'll hope they can push forward here. Great job by Otaku sitting back. They know they have the time for it. They can recontest with what they have with that grab, and they have Hybrid there and Pyro. This can be a grab dragons here.
Grab dragon. It could be mitigated by Valentine. Big with the Transcendence here. There's the grab. Pops the Transcendence. It's mitigated, though, by Hybrid with that Bionic Grenade. Again, Hybrid coming up big with that. Bella gets the res on the Cream. They do take out Yojak. It's not over yet. Otaku, or Renovatio still has a point presence here. But 4 Key Limes does take out Forsaken. And it looks like Otaku is settling in here. Vela is the last thing, just buzzing around the point. He is asleep. Red Boy now on the point with that Tracer. It is not necessarily over yet. And no, Red Boy is taken down, and it looks like Otaku.
Good job, Otaku.
Otaku is taking the map, taking the match, 3-1. Good games all around, but congratulations, Otaku, taking down this feature match.
You know what? Good job, Otaku. We kind of cast or cursed the thing, but I will say that was on the back of a couple really, really solid individual effort by both.
Without question.
Really, their DPS lineup was phenomenal. DPS line of Pyro and Dally were absolutely incredible.
So taking a look here, obviously both teams did a great job. The DPS really is what stands out to me from both teams. There's no question about that.
Yep.
Who would you say stands out MVP wise for this match?
I'm gonna go on Pyro. Pyro was his coming out party. He did a great job. Everyone knew what Dally could do. God, that Symmetra player is good, but Pyro's consistently executing their game plan. Map in, map out. Offense, defense, didn't matter. He was popping off the whole time.
Without question. Pyro did insane. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and say what stood out to me for Otaku was just the consistent presence of Dally. Dally was insane throughout. I saw him flex to several heroes. Obviously, Pyro's Hanzo was insane. We saw Dally's versatility today, and I think that's what stands out to me. Dally obviously is a noted hit scan. The Tracer's strong. We saw the Symmetra. We saw the Junkrat. We saw Farah. I mean,
yep.
We saw a ton from Dally today. We saw a Torbjorn. We saw a McCree. Huge players from Otaku all around. That team definitely answers some of their critics today with a big win against Renovatio. Renovatio definitely back to the drawing board for them. Try to get some things figured out here, ready for the next match.
I'll say for Renovatio, I wouldn't hang their heads too low at this point, as you said, but in the halftime, they're kind of resetting. They had a couple added late to the party. Their team is still kind of finding their identity, but they have a lot of individual talent. I think with just maybe 1 or 2 more weeks of syncing, synergizing, they're really going to be able to show the team what's going on. Cream did a phenomenal job. His Roadhog is fantastic. GG's to both teams. Congratulations, Otaku. Great win.
All right. So coming at you tomorrow, as a reminder, we do podcast at 8:30 Central. I'm sorry, 8:30 Eastern time. Be sure to tune in. Thuggington will not be joining us. Those two will be singing and dancing the night away.
I will. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. So Buyers podcast tomorrow, 30 Eastern time. Following that, guys, we do have our Tuesday feature match between Vitamin C and Careless Pandas. The rematch of the preseason tournament is here. Be sure to tune in for that. Should be a lot of fun. But in the interim, guys, for Cav, our producer, and Thug, I'm Ski Free, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
Bye.
Experience tranquility.